knowing the difference between motion versus progress. You see, I avoided the hard work I actually needed to do. And I was doing endless, like I was consuming so much content, watching another video. I was literally in a bunch of different communities, looking through a bunch of different courses, listening to a bunch of different advice to the point where I really just felt overwhelmed, right? I had so much tiny object syndrome because I'll try to follow one strategy and I just couldn't stick to it because I felt behind and I would just move from one thing to the other to the other. So I never like ended up making any actual real progress. I was confused, like I couldn't plan and I was just overthinking, testing a bunch of different new things. And you see, the thing is, this is like the treadmill versus the road, right? Like motion is like, you're running on a treadmill, you're sweating, you're tired, but the thing is, you're just ending up on the same exact place. Progress is actually running on the road. So every step actually takes you closer to the direction. So initially, when like I even woke up at like 4:30 a.m. in the morning, like for pretty much over 400 days straight, right? And the thing was, like I was running extremely hard, but I wasn't going anywhere. I got no clients. I was putting in all the effort, posting content, feeling productive, right? I was sweating basically like on a treadmill, but I wasn't getting to the destination, actually making money online and getting clients for my business. You know what I mean? So yeah, until I learned the right type of system. So here's the thing: you're probably on a treadmill right now if you're watching this video, right? Progress is actually when you're swinging the sword, right? You're actually sending out the outreaches, you're posting the content, you're getting calls booked. That's how my client went from 0 to like 5 to even 6 clients and even like 10 plus clients. That's how I've done it myself too, right? In a brand new business, in a brand new offer, literally within I'd say like 2.5 to 3 months, I've gone over well over 10 clients, from scratch without a massive audience. And I've even grown this community here, as you can see, to 267 members. Initially, when I started off, this community was like, I think it was, when I started this offer, it was around like 50 to like 60, around that range. This is when I initially moved to Miami, went all in on my business, and I almost went homeless, so I had to make it happen, right? So I only had time to execute. And, long story short, I was able to scale my business, make money online, and, scale past 10K a month from this and get tons of clients. So yeah, there's that. So here's what you could do to fix this situation, right? Use the 80 to 20 audit rule. So write down everything that you did literally this past week, right? Highlight the top 20 that actually brings in clients, right? The top 20 things is, I'm guessing, it's DMs, actually having conversations with your potential clients, getting calls booked, getting on one-on-one calls so you could have conversations with them, and that could potentially lead to a sale. You could know your market more, and posting authority content, not just random content that is targeted towards the right type of person. So content that solves your ideal client's painful problem. I had a client, Aryan, right? Before I started helping him, he was literally creating random videos about self-development, all that stuff, right? I actually have a case study with him right here. He used YouTube to add 30K, right? And it's all from just being able to create the right type of content that solves a painful problem that your potential client might have. Or like, for example, let's say you're doing fitness coaching, right? If you create content that solves, and let's say you help people get jacked as a fitness coach, then if you create problems that solve that problem, it's going to be way more valuable where your potential client is going to watch it, right? Which is going to help out a ton. I mean, like Aryan, he primarily does outreach, but because he created the right type of content, YouTube helped not only attract but also nurture those people. So when you nurture those people, your potential clients are going to like you more, they're going to trust you more and all that stuff. So then, when you have conversations with them with the DM, they already have context of you as an authority, as you giving them value, right? Which is going to help out a lot more. So there is that. And here's the next thing is highlight the top 20 that actually brings in clients, and then cross out or limit the other 80%, right? Like you don't need logos, you don't need endless editing. or you don't need to go to like endless like rabbit holes on just researching, right? Just execute, just post, 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 and that's how you're gonna get better. And take action. Send those DMs, do those outreaches, because you're gonna make the most progress by actually playing in the arena, not by like watching in the sideline. Like for example, like right now I'm actually at my office, right? Like you guys probably seen my videos before. That was when I like went all in. I was in Miami, all that stuff. Like I was bouncing around from Airbnbs to Airbnbs, but I made it happen. Right now we're back. Now we're really locking in, and you guys are gonna see these massive changes. Um, Actually, look, we had a recent meetup with two of my elite clients right here. Aryan posted it. That's Justice right here. He hit 10K on Instagram, and he did it by playing in the arena. You know, here's a post from him, and then this one's Aryan here. He actually got a new high rise in downtown. This was his place right here, so we did a meetup there. But yeah, it shows you that like when you actually take action and you go in the arena, massive things can happen. Massive things can happen. So yeah, just by simply doing what matters, like Aryan added 30K cash collected, and that helped him with his other business, and now with his brand new online coaching business, he's already gotten 7.5K cash collected within a single month. Literally within 2 months of starting this brand new business, right?